Hey everybody, this is a video from my deep dive series over on Patreon. It's about the movement to the 3, which is a beautiful movement, sounds like this. If you like this video, please give it a like and a subscribe, and consider joining us over on Patreon, where I am developing a full course of instruction. We just finished Unit 1, which at the center there was the song Embraceable You, and now we are on Unit 2, and the song at its center is There Will Never Be Another You. Also, check out my videos and PDFs on Foundations 0 and 1, which are really important for a general understanding of what we're doing and how I'm structuring the curriculum here at the Labyrinth of Limitations. Okay, thanks everybody, and now for the video on the movement to the 3. In our last deep dive, we talked about the flat 3 diminished. I showed some examples of songs where it happens, and we talked about some nice ways of playing over it. This time around, we are talking about the movement to the 3. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit more complicated than the flat 3 diminished, but it's very beautiful, and I'm going to show you some things to do with it. The reason why it's called movement to the 3 is because it's going to take us from something, say F major 6, to something else, say A minor 7. So that would be a movement from a 1 to a 3 chord. But it'll happen in unobvious places where F major 6 is called D minor 7, and we're not in the key of F sometimes, and we're still doing that motion, and the relationship still makes it happen. So let's do a couple. Here's how we play it. We play F major 6 in this case. I go down the scale of chords. I end up with a 6 in the bass. I put only the note of the 5th in the bass. That's a nice way to play this. And then I flatten that note. And if I play the rest of the notes that would be F major 6, I get D minor 6. And now that's nice. And then if I think about this a little bit, D minor 6 is the 2 chord in A minor. It's B minor 7 flat 5. So I could play E7 in the A minor. I could play D minor 6, and I could do tritones minor. And if you know how to do that, then you can do, and you know how to do the transformations we've been doing. You could have 6 in the bass and then just kind of mindlessly put the 5th in the bass in the same family. Works that out nicely. So one thing that's nice in our thinking of this is if we think F major 6, go down the scale, 6 in the bass, this is the same thing as a root position D minor 7, and so this note that we played that we called the 5th of F major 6 is the 7th of D minor 7, which gets flattened to become D minor 6, which is nice. So this happens exactly like that in the bridge of Embraceable You, but it is called D minor 7. You know, it's that part of just one look, but you could play just like that. So that's F major 6, and then E7 something I like, just like that. Let's look at some less obvious ones. In Body and Soul, right after the flat 3 diminished we talked about in the last episode. That's the flat 3 diminished, and here is the movement to the 3. Here's the 3. So that was the 3. It was, and the 3 is, you know, in this case, it's the context, we're in D flat major, so the 3 is the 6. But as far as anything matters, it did G flat major 6, which is the same thing as the 2 chord that is in Body and Soul. So I got this, G flat major 6, I go down the scale. And then that's just... really pretty. So that's what I mean by it being hidden in plain sight and kind of unobvious in a way. The next example is a short and sweet one from How High the Moon. It's It's just that little part. It's just E flat major 6. So E flat major 6. G minor. And then it goes G major after a second. My Romance has a sneaky little one. It goes wide awake. Right here. So it's that little part of wide awake. I could make all my wildest dreams come through. And you could do that. It goes, I'm going to abandon the melody. And I'm going to... It's really pretty. In that case, the melodic line, it goes, and then it goes down like that because we're not in the key of E flat. And that was an E flat chord that I started from. And so the melody sometimes won't fit with it, but if you're just improvising, you don't need to worry about that. And it kind of makes a nice puzzle to mess with. Stella by Starlight is chock full of this motion. It happens everywhere in the song. But on Murmur from a Brook, right there, that is it. It's going B flat. Right there. And then it goes on, if you think of D minor 7, it goes to D minor 6. It's the same motion, but then it has a surprise. And then it does a surprise. It does something different. It does the minor 4 to F is what it does there. But that's for another deep dive to talk about the minor 4. But, you know, to do all that motion, it's like... There it is. Now, it's really pretty. And then you go... If you don't play A minor 7 flat 5, but instead C minor, which is nice, and it's almost the same thing, you could do the motion. It's really pretty there. And then that brings us back to Embraceable You, because the exact same thing happens in the ending of Embraceable You with Don't Be a Naughty Baby. It's the same chords and everything. So it's cool to see it in Stella and in here, because where we have Murmur of a Brook, here we have Don't Be, this part. And then it goes Come to Papa. And then this interruption to what is we call the minor 4. That is the it's E flat 7 going to F. Really pretty. So let's compare. Murmur of a Brook. See, that's it with Embraceable You. It's so pretty. It's just, you could chain them together. It's the same harmonic rhythm and everything. Like I said, Stella by Starlight is full of this movement, and we can even put the movement in places where it's not really in the chart. So at the end of the song, there's a series of minor 2 5s. That part. So that's a, you know, goes like a minor 7 flat 5 to a dominant, to a minor 7 flat 5 to a dominant. Each one of those minor 7 flat 5s could first be played as this movement. So like this. And you could go like this. You could go, so this is B flat major 6. Some other polyphony, but I'm basically just pretty. Okay, so this is fun, but it's a little bit advanced. I'm going to daisy chain these movements from one into the next, just like what happens in Stella by Starlight and Embraceable You, where you get one that's from B flat major that goes directly into one from F major. But I'm going to do that and use it as a kind of portal that takes me through different songs in a fun way. So let's try it out. So it's B flat major, 6 diminished, and that's going to be for Embraceable You at Don't Be a Naughty Baby. So that was, I did Embraceable You, and then I did that into Stella by Starlight, and then into How High the Moon, and then into My Romance. I hope that this has been a fun video to follow along with, and to get to know the movement to the 3, which is a really beautiful movement. It happens in so many songs, and learning to see songs in this way is going to be really important to get comfortable with improvising over standards and just having a lot of fun with all of it. Thanks, everybody. Happy practicing, and I'll talk to you soon.